Hey, hello, welcome to another 20 Minutes Till Dawn video. It's me, Cranberry. How is it going? Hopefully you're doing well. I had an idea. I think it will not be very good, but I want to give it a try. It sounded like it'd be a fun idea. I was inspired by not my most recent video, but the video before, when I played Haster, trying to just do a Sacred Arts shotgun, or Holy Arts shotgun build on Haster, and hoping just to be able to brute force the game. Basically, right? I still don't like Haster. Still think Haster's probably the worst character in the game, pretty handily. But I was thinking about it. I have been a longtime advocate for Diamond being one of, if not the best characters in the game, especially with the new Holy Arts perk tree. I think it's made her even. I think she was already in contention for one of the strongest characters, and then that just kind of put her over the top. But for a long time, a lot of people have told me that they think Spark is a better character in regards specifically to getting super high kill counts. So I was like, hey, let's just smush the characters together. We're gonna play Shotgun Holy Arts on Spark. People have told me that Spark can play with Shotgun pretty well. You don't have to play Flame Cannon or SMG with Sparks. That's what we're gonna be doing today. That's the idea. We will see how things go. Rune page, I'm thinking about it more here now. We're probably going to end up going mini clip on this build, so I think I actually do want Ethereal over Cadence. It's a little counterintuitive with the Sacred Arts, I know, right? You want to reload is sort of the thing, the pop Sacred Arts, but I think with mini clip, we're going to want to also be able to go Ethereal sometimes. So that's the idea. So, Power, Barrage. You know, actually, now that we're taking Ethereal too, I'm doing this all on the fly here. I think I want Alacrity too. Yeah, that seems fine to me. If we're gonna have Ethereal, you might as well have a fire rate increase too. And then also reload speed is nice. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be running here. Shield side, same old, nothing too crazy here. The normal stuff. Anyway, let's hop in. We're gonna be playing on Temple too, by the way, because again, we're trying to see if we can get a high kill count here. And if you're going for a kill count, you gotta play Temple. Or you gotta play Forest. Temple is not the way to go for that. Anyway. I don't know if I explicitly said it at the start of the video, but I'm doing pretty well today. Been playing a lot of variety on the channel, which has been really fun, right? For, you know, long periods of time, I would often only play, usually just one game, Monster Train, and maybe sprinkle in some variety. Also, you know, easy Holy Arts, it's happening. But for, you know, a long period of time, I would just play Monster Train for the YouTube channel. And I would try to dip into some other games. And I think one of the first games I tried out was a Skyrim total conversion mod. Which is probably not the most advisable game. But I was just like, personally just interested in it. So I was like, hey, why not, you know, take this game that I want to play anyway and play it on YouTube. Maybe people will want to watch it, right? And people did watch it, some people did, but it was not that popular. It was kind of like Whiplash, right? Like, I wasn't doing amazing with Monster Train. I was getting maybe like 100-ish views on videos. But like for me at the time, that was like really good. And then I would, you know, play this, I think it was Enderal was the name of it. Was the name of the Skyrim mod that I was playing. And like my Monster Train videos were doing pretty well, but then this series was doing like, by comparison, terribly. It was getting like maybe like 10 views or something like that per video. What am I taking here? Either Haste or Divine Blessing. Haste less important on the Temple, but still not bad. I'm gonna go Blessing. Reload speed is pretty good as long as we just don't lose our shield ever. Anyway, so yeah. You know, by comparison, it was like the first game I ever tried playing that was like not Monster Train, basically. And maybe there's one other game before it, but it's the first one I can remember at least. Give me Shatter. And I don't blame people for not wanting to watch it. Honestly, like it's an okay mod, but it's like a little weird. It's like it's very like back and forth. Like the whole thing is that, like, you know, spoilers for the Enderal total conversion mod for Skyrim, but it's got like this whole storyline about how like you're helping out the church in this land, but the church is like, they're not evil, but there's like a big like disease spreading throughout the land. And the church is like, you know, we can't tell anyone about it because it'll create a mass panic and all this stuff. And then you're like, you know, supposed to question the ethics of what you're doing, you know, with this thing. And then they're always talking about, like, you know, the morality of just, you know, religion in general, things like this. And it's a little, I don't want to say heavy-handed, but it's a little like conceited, I guess. I don't know. Give me the justice here. Anyway, it is a good mod, and like I don't know how to explain. There's some weirdness to it, right? There's like a new magic system, and it like I don't want to say heavily punishes you, but it like it punishes you for like using magic basically. Because anyway, the moral of the story here, we're not here to talk about Ender. Also, give me Electromage for sure. We're not here to talk about Enderall. I'm trying to say that I appreciate being able to play games that are not just one game all the time. I don't expect everyone to watch every single one of my videos, or even, you know, keep up with every series, whatever, stuff like that. Like, you know, well, let's be honest, right? As far as games right now, 20 minutes is one of my, I think it might be my most viewed series. A total view wise, I wouldn't be shocked if 20 minutes actually has more views on my channel than Monster Train does, which is pretty wild to think about. He's all kind of saying, I don't like Angelic that much, but I guess here I'll take it. But the point I was trying to make is, thank you for watching the videos. And more, you know, more importantly too, thank you for commenting on videos too. I don't like to be like the like, you know, comment, subscribe guy. I find that to be annoying. If people want to subscribe, they'll do it whether or not you ask, basically. It's not that important to do that stuff, but I do appreciate like people commenting on my videos, because I was like, you know, I don't know. There's probably people who have like much larger audiences than me. Like you know, every now and then I browse around a little bit, you know, who's making what types of videos and stuff like that. And there's definitely audiences that are like way bigger, but like they get about the same amount of comments for videos for a lot of the videos, and I'm like, dang. The people who are watching actually like engage with the video and want to like talk about things that are happening in it, and I appreciate that. Do you take Intense Burn here? Soothing Warmth is fine, like, especially if we ever take any chip damage. To healing it back up will be good for once we eventually get the Holy Arts ability that lets us deal damage for HP. But I think I'll just take aim here. I don't know. I got distracted. What was I saying? Something about comments? Yeah, I appreciate people, you know, being willing to just, you know, leave comments. And I don't want to say I hate it, but I appreciate people wanting to leave comments for like algorithmic reasons or whatever, right? But like, if you don't have a comment, you know, that you want to leave, don't feel forced to leave one either. That you know, at that point, this is a chore for you. I don't want you leaving a comment to be a chore, right? I want people to comment something if they actually have something worth like saying, right? Anyway, cool, good talk. It's the reindeer. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm not too worried about the reindeer. Our actual damage might be a little bit low on him, but our wave clearing is extremely strong here, so I have no worries that we'll handle the reindeer with pretty little to no issue. I guess I'll take Sniper, mainly just for the shot speed increase. We have Permafrost, right? We have Shatters, we have Permafrost. Cool. It's a little unfortunate we haven't gotten the increase in damage to Sacred or Holy Arts. I'm gonna call it Sacred Arts forever, man. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I've called it Sacred Arts more than I called it Holy Arts. Which is a damn shame. Give me a power shot here. This is interesting to me. I think you take the Tome of Power. I think we're in a pretty good spot for it here. Especially with Ethereal, yeah. I think this will work. We need to get Firestarter. And things like that, but we might skip Miniclip and just go Infinite here. I don't know. Although I guess then that ruins the whole point in Sacred Arts, so probably not a good idea. Take Assassin here. We'll take Energize. We do need to get Electro Mastery to show up at some point. This already might just go Infinite too, huh? Or they're at least pretty close to it. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about besides that rant? I don't know. There's Holy Might. A little late. Yeah, it only triggers when we actually have our magazine empty, so... And maybe a bad idea for a build, huh? Unless we get Miniclip. If we get Miniclip, then this will be good. Then this will work. It'll be like, you know, popping constantly, and then when Ethereal triggers, we're gonna go big. Maybe this will work. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I was thinking about before too? Isn't it weird that there are rune masteries that are specifically revolved around fire and freeze, but there's no mastery perks at all. There's no rune perks at all for big Fanfire here for the Miniclip / Fusillade potential here. There's no perks at all in it for the thing I've heard the name of now. What the hell? Lightning, yeah. It's a little strange. There's Firestarter. That's what we need for Overload to show up, which will be pretty important for this run. And then if we can get Miniclip, we can start reloading. And then... I don't know. Wasn't really much purpose to this build, I suppose, huh? Ethereal is pretty... I wouldn't say worthless, but we're reloading more than we need to, I guess. I don't know. Give me Intense Burn. Frostfire would be decent, I think, on this run. These are all bad. I guess I'll take Dragon Egg with the hopes of maybe someday, maybe one day, we'll end up getting Dragon Bond and it'll be useful. Give me Quick Hands. We need Fresh Clip to get Miniclip. I'll take Rapid Fire. Doesn't seem to hurt here, right? And... Light Bolts is a fire rate increase versus Frost. You know, give me Light Bolts. Fuck Frostfire. No, thank you. Okay. We're doing well. We're already level 28. I just realized that is kind of nuts. I've had runs finish at level 28 before. We're only halfway through. Give me overload. Yeah, that's gonna wipe people out, huh? Very good. Oh, another thing I wanted to talk about. So I'm working on a new video idea, right? More of a live stream setting, I guess, because I feel like the live stream environment opens you up to more creative ideas, more audience interaction and stuff like that. I want to, and I think I mentioned it maybe before in the 20 minutes video, I don't know, but I want to do something along the lines of like a punishment wheel stream, right? Where something happens, if I fail the task, I spin a wheel, and you know, I have to do whatever the wheel lands on, right? I think in the Discord specifically, I've asked for input about it. By the way, quick plug, Discord, it's a thing, very cool. Anyway, but yeah, I want to do something along those lines where it's like, play a game, if I lose the game, bad things happen to me is sort of the idea. Maybe, I've been talking to some of my friends about it. One idea one of them had was play chess against viewers. I think it'd be a fun one. I'm okay at chess. I'm not great. I think my rating was like 900, maybe like low 900s last I played. But I've done a lot of puzzles since then. Not that puzzles necessarily make you very good at the game, but they help you a little bit. But I've been doing a lot of puzzles lately. Been playing against bots sometimes. But I think that would be a fun stream. Something along those lines. Or maybe having like a list of games to choose from for people to be able to challenge me. And like having chess on that list as like pretty much a universal game that anyone can challenge me at if they don't own the games in the list. So yeah. Do you have any ideas for games? Or any ideas for punishments or anything like that? You can leave a comment, or if you want, you can join the Discord and talk about it there. Not that the Discord is super active. Usually I just use it for making announcements for when I'm doing streams. But every now and then people go in there and they talk about stuff. They do a little chit-chatting every once in a while. So yeah. There's that. Okay, charged up. Anyone out there charging up their crystals, or just me? Okay, dragon is hatched. I don't have dragon bond yet, so this little fucker doesn't do shit right now. And not that we need dragon bond either, I suppose. It doesn't matter either way, really. But hey, we got him. He's here. You know, it wouldn't be terrible on this run either. Kunoichi would probably be pretty decent on this run, I imagine. Would probably not do too poorly. Okay, listen, it's probably a not great maneuver. Probably not the best maneuver. But we could take mini clip like I intended originally and try to get the Sacred Arts thing to work. Sure, why not, right? We're not gonna lose the run as we took this. As you can see, ethereal triggers pretty much right away too. So you get a couple reloads in. I like it. We're shooting so fast anyway. It's almost as if we're still ethereal. And then if like we ever got like boxed in and enemies got really close to us, we would probably just eviscerate them still with the reload triggers. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. The holy arts element of it is not that good. But we did also miss getting was it judgment? What is the one that, hold on. First give me Dragon Bond, but what's the fist? What are you? What's your, you don't tell me your name, I guess. Okay, whatever, fine. We'll never know. There's just no way to know, I suppose. Anything else? I can't think of anything else to talk about here off the top. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me go into the gamer zone for a minute. Just really eliminate all these lampreys. And when I come out of the gamer zone, we'll have something to talk about that's interesting, hopefully. I don't want any of these. I guess I'll take siege. Whatever. Oh, that's the other thing. So I'm a villain now, apparently. If you didn't know, if you didn't see it, I posted 2 different videos for Dome Keeper recently. One sort of like showing off a glitch that I found, and the second one showing off the perfected version of that glitch. Also, I'm taking the speed for the move in the win for the move speed here, and for potential Kunoichi. We don't need the stand your ground here. I think we want to move faster to approach the enemies faster and kill them. But anyway, I'm a villain now, apparently. People are out here saying that I ruined the leaderboards of Dome Keeper because of this glitch that I found. If you're not aware, basically the way Prestige mode works in Dome Keeper, it's like a score attack type deal. You're trying to like get a really high score, and you have a finite amount of resources in the map basically. So you're trying to last as long as you can in Dome Keeper. Trying to rank up, trying to you know, crank up your score. And I found a bug that doesn't let you get infinite resources, but lets you get more than enough to last a really long time and get a way higher score than most of the people get under normal circumstances. So, yeah, that's pretty neat. And apparently, not gonna say who's saying it, but some people are saying that I ruined the leaderboards of Dome Keeper, which is not true, for the record, because there's been plenty of cheaters for that game way before I found the glitch, and the devs have been, you know, going around and purging the leaderboards of people using cheats, basically. I assume before I found this glitch, people were just using actual cheats, right, to just, you know, go in and you know, change their score, basically. But I think they have cheat detection too, basically, to figure out which runs are legit and which ones aren't. But the glitch that I found, I imagine, would probably would trigger cheat detection. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing for cheat detection. Give me Home of Elements. Why not? Right? Spark is a good character, by the way. I think I've overall given her a bad rap, which is not what that means. I have not given her a fair shake. That is the correct way to say what I'm trying to say right now. I may have not given her necessarily a fair shake at the game. I think when I was very first starting to play the game, I wasn't that good with her, and I let that affect my opinion. When in fact, she does seem to be a fairly strong character. She's doing it. I do still stand by her having a potentially weak early game, though, especially if you miss out on some key perks before the reindeer shows up. That I still stand by, but you know, look at the carnage that is befalling us here. Still never got a single HP increase from Holy Arts, by the way. Still rocking 3 HP this whole damn time. Oh, apparently got my shield back. Oh, I forgot about this. Hold on. It's in the chest. What is in the box? Okay, 3 minutes remaining. Let's try to rack up as many kills as we can. Ooh, another thing too I wanted to talk about. I do believe that soon I will be resuming speedruns for this game. The single character runs have pretty much more or less already been solved, right? At least for the forest. There are speedruns categories for both the forest and the temple. But I don't know if anyone's even submitted any runs for temple. But the thing about temple is that it's really tough to speedrun it, right? But I would argue it's probably a little bit more interesting because here's the thing. In the forest, all you do is just run away, which is kind of cool. I talked before about a really cool speedrun someone did where they played Luna, and they ran away the whole time, and they used the black holes to, move enemies around to create hallways, like corridors, and then run through enemies, basically, right? It was really cool, really good video. But someone else figured out if you just play Hina, you can dash, which makes sense, right? And they figured out that on the Shogi fight, if you just dash and escape the electric prison, that the enemies never catch up to you. They spawn too far away and they just never catch up to you. And the last 5 minutes of the run is you just running in a straight line, and there being no enemies on the screen. So it's a little boring. It's solved. The person beat it in 20 minutes, basically, right? There was no time loss whatsoever. So single character runs on the forest already solved. Temple will be a little bit more interesting, I imagine. These all stink. I guess I'll just take Divine Wrath. Temple will be a little bit more interesting because you're forced to kind of stay in a confined area, and you also automatically pick up all experience that drops on the outside. So there's maybe a little bit of like mitigation, right? You're going to be trying to intentionally not kill enemies that are outside the walls of the temple, and you're still going to be trying to probably keep your level as low as possible. But you're not going to have the option to run away, basically. As far as I know, you can't escape the walls of the temple. I think when the temple launched, there might have been a way to kind of cheese it, but I think that doesn't exist anymore. But I'd have to do some research. I don't know. Maybe you can still escape. Anyway. That's gonna be the end of the video here, basically. What are you thinking kill count wise? What are you thinking kill count wise? We had a pretty good mid game. We were like kind of massacring the tentacle boys there in the mid game. I'm thinking we're like a 15, 16k kill count here if I had to guess. It's good for sure. And we had a good start, which is really important. But I don't know. We'll see. See where we wrap it up at. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. What? Oh, come on, another level? You kidding me? We don't need this. Get me out of here. What are we looking at here score-wise? I'm gonna say 15,426. Dang, that's a 20k run. Holy shit, that was way better than I thought. Hey, maybe I'm a genius, but let's be real. That was just Spark. That was just a good Spark run, basically. There was no real holy arts action there. But I think that maybe if we had seen Smite earlier, whatever this is, I don't know what this perk is named. It's like Judgment, maybe Justice, who knows. If we'd seen this earlier, we could have maybe had it played more of a part in the early to mid game, and we might have gotten more kills. I think that's like maybe the idea, right? Is that you use Smite in the early game to rack up a high kill count, because Spark's a little weak in the early game, and then you transition to her being a monster in the late game. That seems like a genuinely a pretty good theoretical build. Anyway, whatever. Goodbye.